Yeah, let's go. Shout out the mountain and fish. I got Iggy and what's doing right for the culture. If you just here for the views and the likes and just put out the mic, you a vulture. They let me down, but the raps did it. They let me down, but the switch did it. They let me down, but the raps did it. They let me down.
This your boy Iggy.
It's your boy Woods.
You are now tuned in to another episode of Hip Hop Hoops Podcast.
Let's get it.
Listen, guys, we are so appreciative of all the support we've been getting.
Yes.
Listen, it's mad love everywhere. Continue to run those subs up. You know, support us on Apple Podcasts, Facebook, X, TikTok.
Let's go.
Like, we are everywhere.
We're everywhere right now, man.
We're
We working,
everywhere.
man. We working.
Yes, sir.
We working.
So, listen, and I want to hear from the people, man. So if you guys have topics that you guys want to talk about, send us a DM.
Back.
You know, and we'll talk about it.
We will. And guys, love the comments. I love the engagement. But please believe me, if you're gonna be throwing those shots in the comments, we got to work on our etiquette, I guess, because we're gonna throw those shots right back at you. So don't try and shadow ban us. Don't report us. You know what I mean? Because you're coming with the smoke. It's only right. It's only fair that we come back with the smoke. But I guess, we got to be a little bit more professional. I get it. But come on now, man.
I know.
Come on. Stop it, man.
I know they've been reporting us. So
Hey.
we got to tone it down a little bit.
Let's tone it down.
We will do so. But listen, again, shout out Title League.
Yes.
Distant cousins, man.
Distant cousins,
Always
man.
love
Emoji fingers. all
emoji
day.
fingers. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
I want to start off with the Raptors. Zach Edey.
Yes.
Zach Edey was National Player of the Year twice.
Yes.
Big Ten Player of the Year.
Yes.
I'm just a little confused with this whole thing with where, like, why isn't he, like, to me, if we were in the 2000s, early 2000s,
Right.
the 90s, he would have been like probably the first pick.
Right.
Like, so I'm trying to understand, like, what's your thoughts on why, the world is like exposed? And this is why I say, well, college will expose you.
Right.
Like, it can do some good things for you, but it can expose you.
Right.
But I just don't see what the issue is with Zach Edey and why everybody's making such a big fuss on whether he's ready for the pros or not. I don't understand. What's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are like, we're talking about projection. You know what I mean? And I feel like the analytics of the game, the basketball minds or whoever's responsible for like projecting who's going to be what, when, that's killing the game right now. Because I fully think like Zach Edey's he's a hooper.
Yeah.
You put him in an environment with other hoopers, he'll adapt. You know what I mean? So I see how they're moving with the bigs, with the Chets of the world and the Victors of the world. Like maybe they need, they're looking, ideally they're looking for bigs like that could do it all. But if you look at how Minnesota's playing right now, if you look at how Denver, like I say that I mentioned those two teams because they got some bigs.
Like almost close to traditional bigs. Like,
yes,
like when it gets crazy, Joker he'll get on that block.
Right.
And he'll post you up.
Exactly.
Right. So
the bigs are needed and they're slowly coming back. It's coming back to that type of game. So I could see Zach going anywhere from 14 to 26 first round and anything in between that. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully the Raptors can get him.
The Raptors got a top 6 pick and
possibly
and the 21st pick.
I think so, something along those lines.
So do the Raptors? Because I think that we can use another big.
We need another big. Look what
And
happened. Pirtle went out.
Yeah.
We had no big.
No big.
We went small big with Porter, and you don't know what he done did, man.
No.
He definitely bet on himself. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, man, like, God dang, man, we could definitely use Zach Edey.
7'4", 300 pounds.
He's a presence inside, man. And don't be surprised, man. I see him, I see Vindom working on his footwork and on the perimeter and stuff. Like, I'm not saying he's gonna live out there, but he has it in his game as well, man. It's just haven't been tapped into yet, man. So
this guy almost averaged 25 a game.
Come on, man.
He averaged 24 and 11 in the Big Ten.
You feel me, man? Come on.
Like,
come on, man.
National Player of the Year twice, like you said.
It.
Like, usually when a national player, I can't remember the last time a National Player of the Year, like, was looked at in this light, like, where I'm trying to think. where they looked at him like he wasn't a guy who would be in the NBA.
Right.
Like I'm trying to really think like National Player of the Year twice.
That's very rare. You don't see
That's
that
hard,
happen.
man.
You know what I mean? It is. It is. You know,
So I'm just a little confused. I know the NBA has changed a lot in the past years where
right.
you know they really want guys to be able to guard that pick and roll.
Yeah.
And you know Edey's feet are a little slow.
Right.
But there's a lot of guys like I don't think that Joker's feet are fast.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Put him in a pick and roll.
He So again, like that's what the Lakers are picking him apart with.
Exactly.
Too, with the pick and roll.
Right.
But Joker's doing just fine in the league.
You
right?
get me. You know what
We're
I mean?
talking about a two-time MVP. Rudy Gobert is doing just fine.
The center, the Zubac from the Clippers. Like these guys are doing just fine.
They're doing just fine.
Come on now, man. Cut it out, man.
So
JV from Pelicans, like
doing
shout out
just
JV.
Fine.
You know what I mean? Doing just fine, man.
Right. And those guys are not no track stars where they got like some lightning quick feet.
Right.
Right. They're all slow footed. They're doing just fine in the league.
So I'm not even buying all that. I think maybe
and I think actually
low key I feel there's a little hate just because it's a Canadian getting 2-time, you know, player of the year.
Right,
you know what I mean? So maybe it's a little shade coming from the higher ups or the media folks down south. That's just my personal opinion, but come on, man, don't be dissing Zach Edey like that.
Yeah, that's just wild to me. I don't get it. Zach Edey is an NBA player,
right?
And we got to stop talking about what he can't do. Like he can score, and he can score better than some bigs. Like he can. I would trust him more on the block than I would trust Zubac or even Valanciunas. Like I would trust him on the block. Like, I don't ever remember Valanciunas averaging 20-plus points a game in his career.
He'll give you glimpses, but he's definitely serviceable.
He's serviceable because he's a body and he bangs. So I always like that part of it. But again, I don't see what the big deal is. Like, I hope Zach Edey he will be a draft pick. I just don't know where.
Right.
And I hope he doesn't slip into the second round and he just becomes like what's that 7'7" guy?
Oh no.
From the 7'7" dude who went to
Gortat? No, not Boran. Goran.
I hope he doesn't become
one of those guys.
When they look at him like that, and he just I don't even know if he's in the league anymore.
Boban or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know where he is right now. Like,
I think he was on the Houston Rockets, man. I think.
Was he?
Yeah, yo. I remember seeing it. There was a clip of him. I think he had to make free throws so the opposing team could get some chicken. The fans could get some chicken, and he missed it on purpose. He said, "F y'all, man. No chicken for you."
Yo, all I know, I see him in like a lot of those goldfish commercials.
Yeah,
that's
man.
the last place I see him.
Yeah.
So I hope they don't treat my boy Zach Edey like that, man. Come on. But anyways, listen. Song of the week.
Yes.
We always got to start off, with song of the week. Listen, we got an artist. His name is Klep out of Brampton.
Out of Brampton.
Yes, sir. Yep. The song is called Judas Kiss.
Yes.
So we gonna play that real quick. Song of the week.
Let's go.
This is Klep. Judas Kiss. Straight out of Brampton. Let's get it.
I operate under the assumption that everyone is against me. Invested blood, sweat, and trust in vain. Just left me empty, betrayed and crucified with nooses tied by friends, and I can't breathe. Had to just cut them off like limbs infected with gangrene. I achieved heightened perception, seeing all kind of deception. Mistakes I made became inspiring lessons. Took them as a blessing. You can ask half of my exes. No, we didn't last, but I left a lasting impression. Hold on your memory, I stay forever imprinted and end up scarring you for life like a C-section incision. These haters made me paranoid. I know I'm not going crazy, so I stay ready like a Glock 9 with the broken safety. Dealt with your treachery and been subjected to ruthlessness. Never crossed you, but all I got in the end was a Judas kiss. Reminded each day, and that's why I stayed emphatically. Blood makes you related, but loyalty makes you family. OG Grit, tell me where you at. Castro, tell me where you at. Yo, Rez, tell me where you at. If I call you family, I'ma ride with you there and back. Tyshawn, tell me where you at. Bam Beans, tell me where you at.
You going crazy.
Link Speed, tell me where you at. If I call you family, I'ma
Song of the week, man. Song of the week. My boy Klep, man. Shout out to Brampton. Judas Kiss, man. Check him out right now.
Yes.
Yo, I like him, man.
I like, really he's a lyricist. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I thought each verse was his own story. He's a great storyteller. You know what I mean? You could hear it in that Judas Kiss track. And just even the name Judas Kiss, like that's That's deep right there. You got to overstand. You got to understand where he's coming from with that. You know,
facts.
A lot of backstabbing, and a lot of in that track alone. There's great storytelling.
Right.
So,
and guys, continue to keep sending your music. Don't stop. We're gonna feature it right here on Hip Hop Hoops, right on this couch, man.
Let's do it.
So check us out. Song of the week, Klep, Judas Kiss, straight out of Brampton, man. Flower City, let's go.
Yeah.
Back to the NBA. We've been getting a lot of Jamal Murray hate.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah. Well, it's just from one in particular.
He knows who he is too. He knows who he is.
You already know.
So,
emoji fingers all day, fam. Love you to death, boy.
And it's all love, though. It's all love, but we got to talk about it.
Yeah.
And the question I got is Jamal Murray a top 5 point guard?
Right.
And if so, I want to know your top 5 point guards right now in the league.
My top 5. Well, you know what? Steph is at the stage where he's going to get the Lifetime Achievement Award. So we're just going to take him out. It's going to go Shea, Luka, Brunson, De'Aaron Fox, Jamal Murray.
Brunson over Curry?
Like I said, I'm taking Steph out.
Nah.
I'm taking Steph out. I'm just going to take Steph out. But
no
yeah.
Lillard?
No Lillard. No Trey.
No Trey. Trey's not.
No Ja.
No, not even Ja?
Not.
Ja
You can
was
tell
an
me
MVP
top 5.
candidate.
Right. But, out of sight, out of mind. Shout out to Ja. Right. But even though I wasn't feeling you going at Drake at all, but it is what it is.
He better stay on that side, like they said.
Right.
But I'm gonna say I got Jamal.
Yeah.
I got Dame. I got Steph. I got Ja, and and I got Kyrie. So I got Kyrie, Steph, Jamal, Ja, and my 5th is Dame.
Okay.
So Dame, Jamal, Curry, Kyrie, Steph.
Okay. That could work. That could work. I think my 5's a little better, but it is what it is.
Curry to me is like you just can't leave him out. Like if you leave Curry out, you're just tripping. But right now, Ja averaging 25, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 47%.
That's Ja from last season?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Or he didn't play that much. He only played a few games, right? So we got Jamal, who's averaging 21.2. He got 4 rebounds, 6 assists. 6.5.
I'll round it up to 7.
Yeah, so we'll say 7. We'll say 7 at 48%.
Yeah.
Now we got Curry,
right,
averaging 26.4.
Right.
4 rebounds. We'll say 5.
Yeah. 5.1
assists. And he's shooting 45% from the field.
Right.
We got Dame, 24, 4.4 rebounds, 7 assists, 42 from the field.
Right.
I think Tyrese, I think he's fluff. I think he's fake to me. I'm
still think he's fake, man. After that game winner.
I'm just not a believer. I'm not a believer in Tyrese.
Cook Pat Bev right there. What were you thinking, Pat Bev? Where's the D?
Oh,
control out the lead, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
So, and then you got Kyrie. He's averaging 25.6, so 27, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and he's shooting 49.7 from the field. And he's averaging about 25 versus the Clippers. I mean, he's having about 26, almost 27 versus the Clippers right now.
Right. I mean, we agreed. Like I said, I put Steph in the Lifetime Achievement, but and I put Shea in there. We can't miss out Shea. I don't have his stats on me at the moment, but Shea's top 5 in the league, first team All NBA guaranteed this year. So you already know Shea's numbers.
You know what? I gotta fix my list, man. I gotta fix my list.
Then you got Luka.
Because I always look at. My bad. I always look at Shea like not a point, and I do because I don't even look at Luka like as a point either.
Right, but he playing.
Those are
the
scores. Like so, if we gonna change it, I'm gonna change it, and I'm gonna take Dame out.
Okay.
I'm taking Dame out, and I'm putting Shea there.
Okay.
So now I got Shea.
Okay.
I got Shea. I got Curry. I got Jamal Murray. I got Ja, and I got Kyrie.
Okay. You need Brunson in there, man. You need Luka in there, man. No. I mean, and De'Aaron Fox, he's a killer, bro.
He's an honorable mention for me.
Okay, honorable mention. Okay.
De'Aaron
Fox is at 26.6 points per game, 5.6 assists, 4.6 rebounds. Like he's
an honorable mention.
For me, they just I don't know. And my thing, winning counts as well.
Yeah,
winning counts it trumps everything, really.
So can we make a fair, like, because we the conversation is always that, Jamal plays with Joker, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's so unfair to like penalize him because he
Right.
plays with one of the best player in the world.
Right.
It's just like when Kobe was playing with Shaq.
Right.
They're like, oh well, he played with Shaq, so it's like he didn't average like 25 with Shaq. Like, how can you discredit a person because he played next to the best player in the NBA and he put in work? Because without Joe, if Jamal Murray don't play well,
Right.
Denver can't win.
Bottom line.
And we seen it last night. Like, they were able to squeak past. Like, in the 3 games, the Lakers kind of gave those games up, especially the 20-point lead game.
Yeah.
Like, they gave the game up.
I mean, that's just second half, third quarters were
Yeah,
killing the
like
Lakers and stuff, but yeah.
yes, Denver Nuggets did play well, and Jamal Murray did step up in the fourth. But when he doesn't play well, they're not going to win.
Right.
So we can't just act like he's there for the ride. He improves his points in the playoffs.
Right.
So by what is it, 7.5?
7.5.
So
Call him Mr. 7.5.
and that's the highest increase in points in NBA history.
Bottom line.
Like, let's not get it twisted. That's the highest point increase in NBA history. I looked it up. So it's not like, and I want a guy who, when it matters the most, like, I want a guy on my team who steps up. Like, yes, I understand he played 60 games, he's hurt, and people don't understand why he's not an all-star. He's not an all-star because he's not good. He does get hurt. He does injury. Like, I don't want to say prone, but he does get injured a lot because I think he only played like 60 games this year, I want to say. But the disrespect on Jamal Murray's name, like, he's just not like a top 5. Like, there's just no way you can't put him in the top 5 as a guard. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Makes no sense, man. Like I said, it's just a little bit of hate.
Right.
I feel like the selectors, the people that are selecting, they ain't rocking with the maple syrup over here. You know what I mean? They only take the maple syrup in dosages. So Shay's up there right now. You know what I mean? Everybody else got to take the back seat. That's just how I'm looking at it.
If we're gonna put Shay as point guard, then hey, Shay is number 1 point guard for me. If we're gonna put Luke in there, then he got to be on that list. I just don't consider those guys real point guards. So yeah, that's my list. So let me know you guys' list, man. We want to know the top 5 point guards in the NBA. And we want to know if Jamal Murray is a top 5 point guard in the NBA. So let us know in the comments, man.
Yeah.
You heard? So I want to talk about KD, Curry, and LeBron.
Yeah.
And it's looking rough for them out there. We got guys like Curry who didn't make the playoffs.
Yep.
I get it. Draymond was in and out of the lineup. Clay hasn't looked the same.
Right.
But essentially the team is pretty much the same. Especially from the championship when they won not too long ago against Boston.
Right.
They brought back Gary Payton II. So their team is essentially the same. And all year they played terrible.
Right.
Where they couldn't position themselves in to make the playoffs. And they lost, Sacramento. So now you got Kevin Durant, the same thing. Guys were in and out of the lineups. There's no excuse because I believe the old Kevin Durant would have brought that team to a better position in the playoffs. Now, then you got LeBron, same thing. They were in pretty much the whole season.
Didn't they even win the in-season tournament?
They won the in-season tournament.
Got a pennant. They got a banner and everything.
Yeah, so now we're talking about guys who were in the lineup pretty much the whole time with the Lakers, right? And they didn't position themselves at all. Like, they were the 7th seed.
Right.
They did turn it on late. I'll give them credit, and they looked better as a team. Right. And they do look better right now against Denver. But they're still down 3-1.
Yep.
You got the Suns that were down 3-0, and then you got Curry who didn't even make the playoffs.
Right.
And then we can even bring it to even, Kawhi and PG.
Right.
Kawhi is always hurt when it matters the most.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't seen him in a real serious playoff battle in some time now.
Yeah.
And then PG is just like pandemic P.
Right.
That's what they called him.
Right.
Right. So are we seeing an end of an era and these new young boys, are they just like, they don't care? And
I mean, these guys,
are we seeing it now?
the players that you just mentioned, they're in their mid-30s now. You can kind of blame the GMs for just building around them, which was good at one point in time, but at the same time dissecting their rosters. So now you're really starting to see that this new era that's coming, or Control Alt Delete, this new era of hoopers that are on the scene, their GMs developed players, like not developed players, but a lot of these players that are role players, they are solid role players. You know what I mean? Some of them developed from the farm system of that team or was picked up. They were probably like traded or whatever. And now that they're on their team, they're developing perfectly. Systems are being in place for team ball with, plant a superstar like an Ant or even who else is out there killing, or a Luka with a Kyrie surrounded with solid pieces. I mean, Phoenix, for example, look how much dollars they put into their top 3 players.
Yeah, they have no room to do anything this summer.
Like I always say with the Lakers, anybody that's going to play for a LeBron James team, coach or players, you got to just know how to deal with LeBron and what comes with it. He's the cash cow of the NBA.
Right.
He rightfully so. He's the king, So it's just like, you got to learn how to play with this guy. Cause it's like, I seen the hate D'Lo was getting for game 1 and game 3. But
rightfully so, though.
But nobody's saying nothing for game 2 and game 4. You know what I mean? Actually, for those game 2 and game 4, they were praising AD and LeBron.
But I also think that D'Lo shoots himself in the foot because you talk too much. Like, remember when he was talking about, I'm killing your favorite point guards.
Well, but he was like,
but then you say that, be ready,
right?
Be ready.
Mm-hmm.
Can't say that type of shit and then come out and score and get a donut out there.
Right.
Like the man scored 0 and he played 23 minutes. That's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. But
like, come on.
But the follow-up game.
He had 21 last night.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's following up. So right now, I'm anticipating game 5. Hopefully he can break the curse, but it looks like he's gonna probably have a 0-for game again.
What, it goes every other game?
Every other game. You know what I mean? So hopefully Lakers can win game 5.
Listen, when D'Lo comes out and he doesn't do this shit here.
Stop it, man.
When he don't do that bullshit and he just scores and doesn't say nothing, gets back on defense.
Yeah.
He plays well. But when he starts talking to the crowd and does all this other bullshit, that's just stupid. Just play basketball. Win the game, and just move on. Because now you talking when you don't play well.
Right. Then
here comes the media
with LeBron's subliminal shots as well.
Yeah, so just play the game.
Yeah. But I feel like the GMs have something to do with that. Like, they're not really thinking long term. I think when they get those superstars at that moment, it looks great. But then, a couple seasons down the road, the superstars that you put all these dollars into, they're getting older. Right. You know what I mean? And there's nothing to build around them. Like, Golden State should have never got rid of Poole. They should have never got rid of Poole. Poole would have helped out big time. Right. You know what I mean? They still should have.
He's a knucklehead, but he had some value.
He was the ultimate role player. He fit in that system perfectly. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
what happened to Kevon Looney?
That's what I'm saying. Like, they have a serviceable big. They should be utilizing him more.
Because he helped win that championship against Boston.
And Draymond, the in and out, the inconsistencies of just getting in trouble and missing games, that hurt them as well. But yeah, we're seeing it's a changing of the guards right now.
It's like an end of an era.
It is an end of an era, because the way I see Ant taking away KD's heart right now. They're matching up 1-on-1.
Yeah.
And he's scoring on KD at will.
And he's letting him know.
And I'm like,
talking shit.
all that turnaround, working on your core, one-legged warm-up shots, KD. You got to work on the defense right now, man.
There's nothing that they want with Ant right now.
Nothing.
Like, Ant-Man is just taking their heart.
And I feel sorry for KD. Sorry to cut you off, because he had nothing to do. I feel like Ant-Man is really trying to show Booker and Team USA that, I want that starting spot. Don't mess with my starting 5 for the Olympics in Paris.
I'm
on that.
Edwards is the best player on that team. I'm sorry. He's the best player on Team USA.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like he right now, he's playing the best out of any of these guys right now.
He is.
Like, we're not gonna count Shea. We can't count Luka. We can't count obviously Joker. Those guys are non-American players.
Right.
But as far as American players, he playing better than Bron. He playing better right now than Jason Tatum.
Okay.
Like JT is
he's the smooth operator.
Yeah,
though,
but
bro.
he's just too like shaky sometimes for me, man.
I got you.
Like Ant is just like, I'm killing you.
Yeah.
I'm coming for your like. I don't know, man.
You think he's gonna get fined for the DX?
He should. He wilding for that. He is tripping for that. But I don't know, man. It's looking like an end of an era to me, man. Like KD,
bro. They're 30. They're 30. They're in their mid-30s.
Yeah, we got KD. I believe is 36. He's gonna be 37 this year.
Right.
Bron is gonna be 40 this year.
Right.
He's 39. Gonna be 40 this year. Steph is, I think he's gonna be like 35 this year.
Right.
Right. So Paul George is 32. Kawhi is like
man.
33. These guys are getting up there.
A lot of mileage as well, man.
A lot of mileage. We're talking about 20 plus years, 16, 17 years, 15, 12, like a lot of time.
Yo, these GMs and presidents, you guys got to stop. I get it. I get it in regards to putting butts in seats. Control Alt Delete.
Yo,
but
that's wild.
You know what I mean? I get all that, and you need the names, but fams, you guys got to fix up in regards to roster construction. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And Phoenix is doing a horrible job. They needed a point guard. They knew they needed a point guard.
They got IT.
And I don't believe in Parsons. I think Parsons is just like, he says the dumbest things sometimes. But he said something where they said, why don't they start Parsons and bring what's the name off the bench? Beal. Yeah. Bring him off the bench. Start IT at point guard. They need a point guard.
They do.
I don't know if that's a bad idea.
It isn't. It isn't.
What do you have to lose?
Me, what's killing them right now is there's no one to set up their offense.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's not like they have a system like the triangle where you can just plug into a spot.
Right.
And get into your spot and run your stuff. No, these guys, Minnesota got Conley. He's running. Yes. Everybody knows where they're supposed to be at, and they're running their plays in the half court to the T.
And they got a nice young point guard to come off the bench as
well.
So
that system is in check. You look at Phoenix.
Listen, we got a shot on Nikhil. He was hooping.
I think he had 12 points in that third quarter.
Yeah,
he went
4
off.
threes. Yeah.
He play with them, eh? Nah, play with them. Understand? Nah, play with them. You like that, eh? Put that on a t-shirt.
We gotta put that on a t-shirt.
Real talk. He nah, play with them. Let's go, man. But yeah,
that was
man.
Sick.
Yeah, man. He's doing his thing, man. And I'm just saying, point guards, like, it's basketball at the end of the day, man. And every position counts.
Right.
And the most important position is your PG. Don't think anybody can just run the one, bro. It takes a lot to run that one, man.
And they're throwing Booker in there. They're throwing Beal in there. And those guys ain't ones. So
they need a pin down. Come off. They got to play.
Those guys want to score,
right,
and they're
man.
Confused out there. You can see it. And
it's bad.
People are saying, well, the big three, it doesn't really, things don't shape up for the team into the second year. I don't see with that coaching, and I don't see with the roster that it's going to be any different next year. I don't see it. They don't play Bobo at all.
And they gave him a little glimpse. He didn't do too bad.
Anytime Bobo plays, he does okay. But they just don't, like, the leash with him is just like, like there's just no trust at all.
Right.
So he can't shake out at all. So I don't get that part. But listen, they probably go home today.
Maybe. Because I mean now, like, especially with that older era, the KD era, their points were loud, and they'll embarrass you with their scoring. Like, you know what I mean? How much times the king of the midi, KD, would midi you to death,
right? And
then that would just build so much momentum, and then they're blowing out teams. Now he'll hit you with the midi, he'll hit you with that step back midi, hit you with that pull up tray ball. Ant-Man's coming right back.
Crazy.
So it's like they learn, like, the way to counter a score is to score on him as well.
Yeah.
So and that's what we're seeing, man. And It comes down to roster construction at the end of the day, man.
It's looking like an end of an era, man, for KD, Curry, and LeBron. We had some great. It's a little sad just to see it out there. Like those guys look helpless. Like
they look helpless,
LeBron out there, like this on the bench,
right?
KD like scratching his head, like I don't know what to do.
Right?
And then Curry at home. It's looking like an end of an era. My question for you is, who's next up?
Right.
Like who? And to me, I'm gonna name 3 guys for you. Where I'm looking at Luka. I'm looking at Luka, Shea, and I'm looking at Luka, Shea, and Ant-Man.
Right.
I think those 3 are up next.
Luka, Shea, and Ant-Man, it's their league right now, man. I'll give you that, man. I still, my Toronto Raptor fan in me wants to say Scotty as well. We the honorable mention.
He is an honorable mention, but he needs to take a major leap for me to put him on that level right now. Like Ant-Man, he took a major leap.
He did.
Luka, obviously, Luka does what Luka does. He's been doing this.
Right.
And then Shea.
And now Luka got a team, bro.
And you got a team.
Give them a training camp together.
Yes.
It's going to be scary.
And now you got Shea, who took a major leap.
Major leap.
Like every single year, this guy's top 3 MVP.
And the beautiful thing about OKC is that they all play their position.
Yes.
It's just now when it's time to collect dollars. We'll see how they move when it's time to get paid.
Yeah.
All these impact players on that OKC team. I hope they don't have another Russ, Harden, and KD type scenario.
Hopefully they keep the score together, right?
If you keep that core together, they're gonna see multiple chips.
I agree.
Soon.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So
I agree. So moving on to hip hop, man.
Yes.
We had another interesting week. Obviously, Kanye, he jumps on a diss track, which is just weird. And it's so funny because it's like Drake is really on some Thanos shit. Like he on some Thanos, like,
yeah, he is.
And you guys are Avengers trying to click up. It's so weird. Like the man, I know for a fact. Well, I don't know for a fact, but I know like Future and those guys are probably like Kanye, don't say that shit, man.
Don't be saying that, man.
Like Metro, like why are you talking about clicking? Like that just sounds so weird. Like
bottom line, that's what they're doing.
We were clicking up and we were so excited for the elimination of Drake. Like, what does that mean? What's your thoughts on that?
It's pretty self-explanatory. The man does not like him, and I swear to you, I have a feeling Drizzy really violated Drake. I mean, not Drizzy. Drizzy really violated Kanye in the sense where he has something on him, and Kanye just found out that, and Kanye can never forgive Drake for it. And you know where I'm going with this, but I'm not gonna say it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just have a feeling that Drizzy really hurt the man's ego, and you can't come back from it. So, yeah, and until that comes out, Yeezy, just chill, because I have a feeling Drake has a red button for your ass too if you keep violating. Remember, it was the OG Triple OG from Jay Prince.
Right.
Had to intervene and be like, no, don't do it. Don't do it, Drake.
Yeah, he did.
And save Kanye.
Yeah.
But Kanye's back with it, so
it just seems so weird, like all these dudes clicking up against Drake. Like that just shows you how powerful this dude is.
And then another thing, like I'm hearing they wanna, like Future wants to have his concert in Toronto.
Right.
The same week or same weekend or same week as the OVO Fest.
I'm not sure when the last time they had an OVO Fest though. Like did they have it last year? I don't think so.
Didn't have it last year, but that's still a staple.
Yeah, but if Drake chooses to do that, I heard Joe Budden say like, well, Drake's is gonna have to move it. I'm like, this guy just says anything.
What?
Like Joe Budden just says anything. Clearly, he doesn't understand what OVO Fest means to the city.
Right.
And there's ain't no way if Metro and Future had a concert that it's going to interfere with what Drake is doing with OVO Fest. That's just stupid.
Right. I mean, unless they have it at the same time, and because EXO's kind of like in Ottawa, so unless they're gonna have the concert in Ottawa,
he felt like because the weekend that Drake's gonna have to move it. Like
right, that's what I'm saying.
Like it just doesn't. You're Joe Buttons. You're just not making sense. Like you don't understand what a OVO Fest concert means. to the city.
Lawn chairs, bro.
It would be stupid for Metro to do a concert in Toronto at the same time if they choose to do OVO Fest. It would be dumb on their part.
Right.
Because everybody's going to OVO Fest.
It could happen, but like I said, one's going to be in Ottawa and OVO Fest is going to be
No, I'm saying
in Toronto.
If they're saying they're going to have it in Toronto.
That's crazy.
Like they're saying that Metro numbers guys are going to have it in Toronto.
That is nuts.
So this is what it doesn't make any sense. Like that's just stupid. Like it doesn't actually make sense.
Maybe they can have it at Downsview Park. You know, Downsview Park. We have another big ass concert. Lil Wayne and them are coming down to Downsview Park.
Right.
You know what I mean? So maybe Metro Boomin and them can go to Downsview Park.
Maybe because they're not getting Scotia and they're not getting Molson. So
are you crazy? Are you crazy? What?
They're not.
Come on, man.
But I want to move on from that and I want to talk about the Dipset lyrics.
Yeah.
Like so I've been having a debate about lyrics that didn't age well and artist lyrics that didn't age well. And Cameron was one of my favorite artists, coming up. Obviously Dipset, just the whole crew, what they stood for.
Movement.
The whole movement.
That movement it's timeless. I would say it's timeless. It's a timeless movement, man. It came at the right time.
I want to say the fashion part of things and I don't even want to say the fashion part. Like I just think it was good for the time where it was. And the point what I want to make is, when we saw Versus,
right,
and we saw the Locks, D Block, versus Dipset.
Right.
Everybody and their mother felt like Dipset was going to win.
Right.
Right? And they just got crushed.
Right.
Like they got crushed in that Versus.
They did.
And I was like, damn, like.
But can I add to that?
Go ahead.
Just to provide a little context, I felt the Locks, led by Jada,
right,
were a little bit more prepared.
No, 100%.
Now, if you rewind it versus
100%.
Early COVID, when Jada versus Fabulous, right? And Jada was, you seen the memes? Jada was beat. He was nice. You know what I mean? He was nice. So he was under that influence. He didn't take it too serious, and it wasn't the greatest Jada performance.
Right.
And he learned from that.
Right.
So he came super, Control Alt Delete. He came super prepared for this match against Dipset. And Dipset I don't think they came too prepared. They were lip syncing that sometimes, like, you know what I mean? And that's just not being prepared. I bet you if they were to do it again, Dipset would come so much more harder. Control Alt Delete.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
My bad.
So I want to rap a lyric. Well, not rap it. I'm gonna read these lyrics from where some of the lyrics where I felt like just didn't age well.
Right.
Especially with and listen, when this first came out,
right.
You couldn't tell us this wasn't the craziest verses ever. Like these lyrics, like you couldn't tell us nothing.
Right.
But in I think it says Get 'em Girls.
Yeah.
Cam. He goes, I guess the boosters boosting. I get computers puting.
Right.
What is that?
What do you mean? He gets the boosters boosting. He gets the.
You want me to keep going?
Keep going, man.
Y'all get shot at. Call me. I do the shooting.
Right.
I do the recruiting.
Yep.
I tutor the students. I nurture the brain. I'm moving the movement. Whether the booster or the Buddhist, that's Judah or Judas.
Yeah.
I got the Luger or Ruger. I got the Luger to Ruger.
Yeah.
Hit it from the rooter to the tutor.
Yo, stop it, man. Continue, man.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yo, you hear what he said? I hit it from the rooter to the tutor. Yo, I don't. Come on, man.
I mean,
really?
I mean that track, but that's. You hear that track right now, you're still gonna be bumping.
I'm still gonna do it.
You're still gonna be bumping.
But I'm saying, but now he has to reach an audience beyond us.
Right.
Right. So it's not gonna be the guys from the 80s and the 90s babies that he's trying to reach.
Right.
Like timeless music is gonna reach everybody.
That's true. But he's even remixing some stuff now that he has a platform with it. With him and Mace. Right. What's their It Is What It Is.
It Is What It Is. Yeah.
Right. You see him sometimes freestyling over his old stuff with some new stuff. You know what I mean?
No, he's rapping a little bit different.
Oh man, he's rapping better.
Yeah.
Because even on the J. Cole, new J. Cole project, man. Like he murdered that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, some of his lyrics back in the day, no, it did not age well, but now I feel like he's making up for that for some of his tracks. Like his catalog is still a timeless catalog, man. Like Cameron is Cameron, man.
I just say when we're talking about timeless lyrics,
yeah,
I just don't think some of the things they were just rhyming. Like I think that they were just rhyming and throwing a bunch of words together that rhymed and it sounded good, and we didn't know what. I keep the boosters boosting. Like it just sounded good, right? But I want to say another verse.
Yeah,
this is from the Hey Lady.
Yeah.
So this was a hit.
The track is thorough.
The track is thorough. I'm not saying the shit is whack. I'm not saying Cam is whack. Cam is obviously one of my favorite artists. I'm just saying, do the lyrics age well? That's all I'm saying. And I just don't think that the lyrics age well. But here, this is from Hey Lady. He goes, that's life. Hit him with the pow pow. Pow pow. 45, loud thing. Look wild thing. I do the wild thing. Make China stretch like Yao Ming.
Come on. Hey lady.
He goes, hey lady. Yo, that was it. He goes, hey lady, Ching Chong, Mao King, Chow Min. I'm bilingual. Yo, he said pow pow, y'all. What did he say? He goes pow pow, 45, loud thing. Look at the wild thing. I do wild things. Yo. Make the China stretch like y'all.
Let's go. Bars.
Yo.
Come on, man.
Yo, I want to know, does Cameron lyrics, did they age well? It's 2024. Does Cameron lyrics age well? I want to know from the people. You said it's timeless music. I think I
feel like if you hear even those two tracks that you just brought up,
right?
If you hear it right now, driving to wherever you're going,
right?
You're not gonna tell me you're not gonna turn that up.
I'm gonna turn it up.
Bottom
line, are your
man.
students gonna turn it up?
You know what? You just got to put them on. That's it. That's
they
all.
They gonna hear that saying. They gonna hear. I keep the boosters boosting. They gonna be like, "What is he talking about?"
Right?
You know these young boys, man. They're mad disrespectful.
They're mad disrespectful stuff.
So they gonna hear that shit. Be like, "I keep the boosters. What is he a booster? Like, what is he talking? What is he talking about?"
No, I hear you.
So it's like I want to talk about timeless music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I guarantee if you throw that 50 in,
you're damn right.
I guarantee the students gonna be like, yo, many men wish that the
no, they're still bumping that to this day,
Still bumping it. Timeless music.
Timeless music.
You feel me?
You're right.
So this is what I'm talking about.
You're right.
That's all I'm saying. And listen, this was our era of music. Dipset Wave was just like,
come on.
When it took over.
G-Unit, D-Block,
yes.
And then Dipset just came with some
the swag.
That fly shit. Like,
the swag was crazy from all three of those guys. You know, we never see nothing like it. They made us want to wear pink.
They made us want to wear purple. Like Purple City Bird Gang.
It was just something that we never seen before. So, yo, I'm not trying to diss it. I'm just saying, did the lyrics age well? That's all I'm saying. I keep the boosters boosted. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, man. But like, real talk, even with Cameron's Losing Weight 3, that was, if you really take it in, like, I don't have the lyrics in front of me, but just the storytelling piece. Like, you know, he's trying to get put on. Forget ball. Like, that's how much guys have we known that just said, yo, this ball thing ain't working at the moment, man.
And that's a dope song. You know,
oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, yo, this ball thing ain't working right now. Yo, put me on. I'm trying to push this weight. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you know, we're talking.
And I'm not saying all his music.
No.
I'm not saying all of his music. I mean? That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
But I'm just saying a lot of the mainstream hits that he had, because that song is not really a mainstream hit.
You're right. You're right.
So the mainstream ones, I'm just like, Cam, what was you like? I don't know about all this. Like, you know. So again, shout out Cam. You know, obviously I love him as an artist.
It is what it is.
No disrespect.
Hey, no Mace, hate. I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting for you to drop a freestyle or something, man.
I know he hasn't rapped yet, huh?
He hasn't, man. I know he has it in him.
No, for
Control,
sure.
Alt, Delete.
Whoa.
Control, Alt, Delete. Sorry, my bad.
Yo, anyways, listen, we're gonna go to drip or trip. Listen, again, leave us alone. Yo, leave us alone. Don't talk. Yo, my man is fresh with the new Grand Slammers.
Come on, man.
Fit, you see it.
You see
Get
the
your
fit,
Grand
man.
Slammers.
The Grand Slammers, man. You know what we doing.
Ours, but still can go. Shout out promo guys, obviously.
Promo guys.
So I want to talk about this Russell Westbrook. Try to say that shit 3 times fast. Russell Westbrook, you can't do it. But this is giving me some Milli Vanilli vibes right here.
This guy goes.
So I want to know, is Russell Westbrook dripping or tripping? He got the tight shirt on.
Right.
He's matching.
He's matching. He's in the weight room.
Are those the Tims, the broccoli, the beef and broccoli Tim? No. He got a muscle shirt on, and he got some jeans, and yeah. Is I don't know what much you can say about this fit. Is he dripping or is he tripping?
Nah, Russ is dripping, man.
This is drip?
This is drip right here, man.
So you would rock this right here?
I could rock it.
You're not rocking this in
I gotta lose my gut a bit, but I can rock this, man. I can rock this, man. This is that, yo, I'm that guy, bruh. I'm in the weight room. I'm Russell Westbrook. I'm a Hall of Famer. Like, I'm MVP. I can do no wrong, baby.
This is wrong right here.
I could do no wrong, man. The color scheme.
He's matching,
proper.
like I said, but
you know what I mean? Yo, he looks like he's going to the club, like a techno club too, like. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But he's making it work, man. He's making it work. No jewelry. Look at that. No accessories needed.
You got a watch.
All right, the watch. Other than the watch,
you got a little chain on.
Oh, he tucked it in. My bad.
It's real. He being real modest. That look like an AP he got on his wrist.
You feel me? It's like he's out here, man.
He being real modest with
drip,
it,
man. That's that athletic drip, man.
It's athletic
because he's super athletic.
This is the super Euro. This is like a super Euro look right here.
Come on, man.
I'm getting a Euro look right here.
Come on, man. I'll rock that one time in the hood, and I'll go to the hood real early when no one's there.
Yeah, he better go early when no one's there. Yo, he is not dripping from me. But we got drip or trip. Busta Rhymes. Is Busta Rhymes dripping or is he tripping?
My OG's dripping.
I don't know if I would wear it. This is a Mary. It's the bandana style Mary fit jeans. The jewelry is like
a big dirty chain.
I'm scared. I would be scared to rock that chain because niggas will try to kill you. With that bracelet is looking crazy. I would be so
bracelet.
I'd be so scared to wear this.
Like I said, I'm going to the hood early. I'm talking like 6 a.m.
I'm not even going to the hood.
6 a.m. I'm gonna go there 6 a.m. Chill for a bit, and I'm out.
He got the Air Force Ones, keeping it clean. Busta always gets right though.
It's the OG triple OG
Busta
right there.
Always puts it together. Yeah. I like this fit. I don't know if I would wear it. I just don't like all of the prints all over. I'm not a huge fan of that. And it just looks like a bandana style print. It is a Mary. So they do have some nice fits. I thought it was Louis at first. Because Busta, he wears a lot of Louis.
It looks like Louis.
Yeah.
Louis do.
But it is a Mary. I'll give Busta, he's dripping.
Oh, you're giving him a drip? Okay.
Yeah, he's drip.
Yeah, man. The OG
I personally wouldn't wear this. It's just a little bit too much for me. I'm more just, modest.
You like to fade to black.
Yeah, so I'm but I would definitely rock it.
I'm rocking that.
I'd wear this to go out, somewhere at an event.
Just to go out, man.
I'm not wearing that chain and that bracelet. Hell
only at 6 a.m. when everybody's sleeping.
No, I'm gonna have about 40 security guards with me if I rock this. They got some big dirty guns. Because that shit right there is scary.
Yeah, you need a big dirty gun too, man.
Yeah.
You need to walk with it. Wait, you know what I mean? I'm not promoting it. I'm just saying you may have to walk with it.
That is dangerous. So I got drip. You got drip?
I got drip.
There you have it, man.
For sure.
Drip or trip, man. Leave us alone. Stay out of our mess. I'm not responding to none of you fools no more, so just leave me alone. Because you guys are calling the cops on us, man.
Man. Why you gotta call the cops on us for, man?
Leave us alone.
IG police, man.
Calling the Instagram police on us, man. When we respond back to you guys.
Right.
So we're not doing it no more. So if you're gonna respond, you're not gonna get nothing out of us. So
right.
it is what it is. But that's it for me, man. Do you have any Do you have anything?
I want to shout out Andrew Nembhard from the Indiana Pacers.
Yes, sir.
Vaughn's very own, one of Vaughn's finest. He's holding it down right now, man. Like, I mean, first time in the playoffs, and he's moving like
he doesn't look scared at all.
He's moving like he's been there before. You know what I mean? He had the assignment of guarding Dame. I think a lot of people are getting caught up with Dame's first half performances.
Right.
But I'm talking about throughout the game. He's
fourth quarter.
Right? So let's put that into consideration and let's shout him out, man. Hopefully he can get a spot on our national team, man.
This summer, right?
This summer,
makes sense.
You know what I mean? Hopefully he gets a spot, man. But I want to shout out Andrew Nembhard, man. You know what I mean? He shouts us out all the time, man. Show us love. Shout out Claude. You know what it is.
Yes,
shout
sir.
out Ryan. That whole Nembhard family. You know what it is, man.
Doing their thing.
Doing their damn thing, man. So I just want to shout y'all out, you know?
Okay.
And that's it, man. Just continue to support, man. Follow us on all social media platforms, man. YouTube, hit that like, that share, comment. You know, hit us up on IG. Follow us on IG. Follow us on X. All our social media platforms.
Yes, sir.
You know what it is, man. And
shout out Title League, man.
Title League, distant cousins.
Hong, Jamal Murray, stop 5. Stop playing.
Stop playing, man. Stop playing. And we out.
Let's get it.